Hey, how's everybody doing? Just kind of wanted to share something been on my mind for a while. Trust me, it's definitely been on my mind for a while. Um, as many of you guys know, I hang out near the Walmart in Pace, Florida. Um, there's one gentleman I've noticed quite often that definitely appears to be homeless. Always seems to be wearing the same attire, and I always feel sad and sorry for that gentleman. Sometimes he sits on the curb between Walmart and Whataburger in Pace, Florida, and it just I've been doing this for a long time. When I say doing this for a long time, my thought process. What is their story? You know, why are they there like that? Everybody has a different story. I try not to be judgmental on why they're there or how they're there, but I can understand how they can be there. I try to be more sensitive to their situation, and it's crazy. I kept seeing this guy, and when you see people repeatedly, you can't help but, I mean, at least in my opinion, you know, you can call it what you want, you know, whether you're a good Christian or just a good human being or whatever you want to call it. But when you see these people that are in need of assistance, you know, you don't know what it is. You really don't know what you're venturing into. But I've been, you know, this guy has been on my mind for a long time. I just saw him talking to some people in like an SUV, bigger, like larger SUV, and he seemed, I could hear him from a distance. I had my window down. It's up now. But he seemed to be talking like a normal human being, and I only caught bits and pieces. I'm not going to lie, but he so I don't know how he ended up on this side of the parking lot. He was there. They talked to him. I have the impression after they probably talked for probably a good 5 to 10 minutes, and I didn't have a great angle, but I'm assuming they gave him money, and as soon as they pulled away, he like literally ran across the street. So there's different businesses across the street. I'm not going to make an assumption, but he every time I see him, literally every day in the same exact clothes, I feel so bad for the dude, man. I feel severely bad for him. I'm in a bad place, you know. I'm just in a little bit better place than he is, but that could change any day, for the positive or for the negative. But I see that dude almost every day, and I'm just so curious. Where does he sleep? You know, is he lucky enough to have a tent in the woods? And when I say lucky, there's a lot of homeless people around here. It seems like lately there's been less, but there's a lot around here. How would you like sleeping in a tent, 100-degree weather, with basically no money, limited resources and stuff like that. I don't even know the dude has a tent, but can you imagine not having a tent? Man, it's crazy to think about and try and fathom. It's just I wish I was wealthy and help people get better. You know, it's a long time ago I used to talk about people helping people. That should be our basic concept of society. People helping people. Help people up. Don't turn the the old expression, don't turn a blind cheek. Don't, but it's been so awkward for me because I'm in a very deep hole. I'm trying to work out of it, and I see this guy constantly, and I'm hoping in the next day or two I can give him a little bit of like a $5 Walmart gift card. I kid you not, a couple hours ago I was in the Walmart here. I saw him walking through the aisle, and I don't know where he was going. He was going towards the back of the store, where I know the beer and alcohol is, stuff like that. I'm not saying that's what he was doing. I'm just saying he was headed in that direction. I happened to notice him, and he was kind of in a hustle. And I was just thinking, man, like, I would love to help this guy out some way. It's just like it's so awkward when you're handicapped yourself in so many ways, and your heart is so open to giving. It's just a fantasy. It really is. You can have the biggest goals and dreams in your heart until you execute. It's just a fantasy. It's just man, I look at this guy and just wonder, like, it makes you think of so many things. Like, I'm thinking, like, was this a local guy? At one time, could he potentially been a football star? Could he have been a basketball player? Could he have, your mind just goes down this track of thinking, like you almost want to delve into their personal life, but obviously you can't do that. But it's just so many homeless people that have it real bad. It's going to get a lot worse. Summertime, I'm not going to BS you. I mean, wintertime in the Panhandle, don't let it fool you. Just because it says Florida in the description of someone's location, no, the Panhandle can get freaking cold, really cold. I went through some nights sleeping in this van with no heat, and it was 7 degrees with the wind chill factor, or the index factor, whatever they call that. No, it gets cold. It gets cold. It gets extremely hot. It's been 94, 95 on a regular basis here lately. Today's been a little bit less. But man, I don't know how people can stay alive living in the woods. Just, if you don't have a tent, you don't have anything, any type of structure, wearing the same dirty clothes every day. It's just crazy. Like I'm in a dilemma today. It's not like a life-threatening dilemma. I'm so tired. I don't even feel like going down to the laundromat and do laundry. But I'm debating, because it's a 24-hour laundromat. I may just get up at 5 a.m., just go do laundry and just deal with it then, which would probably make more sense because it's less crowded, less congested, and but just the homeless people, man. I just think too many Americans just turn away. You know, I 100% understand your safety concerns because you don't know, are they safe to approach? Are they going to try and harm you, rob you, or anything like that? I totally get that. I totally get that. But I also feel that at some point in time, my thing is, this is just my philosophy. This is not, I'm not ridiculing. This is just me, my honest thoughts. When people come up to me and ask, I'm always really leery and skeptical about that. You know, every once in a blue moon, I might give $1 or $2. I don't like to start that practice because if you pull out a wad of money and you're only giving them 1 or 2, you don't know what the next step's going to be. So I try and exercise precaution and not do that. But if I see somebody that looks like they're struggling, sometimes I may approach them and offer a good deed and hope that they accept it and appreciate the attempted approach for kindness and still give them dignity. And so that's that. I mean, it's like crazy. Homelessness. It's just, it's, I've always heard it's worse near military areas. And this is a heavily strong, and I can't even speak correctly. This is a very prominent military region. That's what I'm trying to say. And homeless people everywhere. It's crazy. You can't help everybody. You know, you want to help everybody, but it's just not reality. But so with that being said, I just thought I'd share, man. It's just like that, seeing that dude. I keep seeing him. I keep seeing him. I keep seeing him. And I keep wondering, you know, what's his story? But when I heard him talking, he talked like a normal human being. Like, just like one of us would be talking to each other. So he is not, he's not that far gone, in my opinion, strictly my opinion, that he can't be remedied, if that's the proper word. That may not be the proper word, but he obviously has some intellect, and I guess, you know, when I described him running across the street, there's different businesses across the street here. There is like a across from the Walmart here, there's a it's something like Murphy Express gas station. Somehow I think they're affiliated or tied to the Walton Corporation because they always are side by side. There's some other businesses, but there's also a Dollar Tree across the street. So I don't know if the dude was running across the street to go to the convenience store, the Dollar Tree, or whatever it is, but you know, he was in a hurry after those people left. You know, once I started talking about this, I started realizing, like, man, he's probably going to the Dollar Tree. He really was probably going to the Dollar Tree. I don't know. I see him on the curb out there. I've never seen him with a cardboard sign saying, like, please help, or, you know, give me money, you know, or anything like that. But it broke my heart. Broke my heart. I have some really good friends. A lot of my friends are diehard Christians, And I don't know how they would handle it, but I'm going to ask them right now, how would you have handled it? You know, like Tish, Mike, Josh, a bunch of my other friends, a lot of good people. How would you handle it? I mean, what would you do? It just, we're all on different economical levels, so it's like what my heart wants to do and what my brain and my finances allow me to do are different. But I just wanted to share. I just like, I hopefully I'll get some type of what do they call that? Become clairvoyant or something overnight, and I'll just have this magical experience and know the solution. I don't know, but I'm probably, after hearing this guy talk to these people in the vehicle, I'm probably more likely to give him a little bit of assistance. I will tell you honestly, the one apprehension I have, this is just comes down to me and my own personal safety. When I park over here in Boondock at night sometimes, I've seen him walking behind the van or in front of the van, around the van. So if he recognizes my vehicle and I give him assistance, I don't want it to become a habit. You know, I don't want to be startled. I don't want to have to pull out a survival weapon. I'm trying to be cautious. You know what I mean? So with that being said, I just thought I'd share, what are your thoughts about homelessness? How can we help? It's like, one of the things I've often wanted to do, and this is, I'm just not really set up for it, but I would like, there's a little park down here in Milton, Florida called Mayo Park. Little tiny place, has a few pavilions. They're not like special, anything elaborate or anything, but I would love one day to be able to, sometimes above the hill where the parking lot is, there's some homeless people. I would love to be able to say to them, hey, you guys, come down to the park around 12:30. I'm going to feed you guys a little bit. I don't have a lot, just feed you a little bit, and just literally just try and feed some people some basics. Like, I don't care if it's drumsticks, chicken thighs, pork and beans, whatever it is, just a little bit of something. I'm not that far away from getting to that capability. It's just the cooking aspect. There's some challenges there, but I'm trying to remember. I don't think that park, Mayo Park, has outdoor cooking facilities, but I can probably try and find a way to make it work. Now, actually, honestly, now that I have a new position at work, I probably could do something different. I'm not going to mention it quite yet, but I got something churning in my head. But anyway, folks, thanks for tuning in. I'm sorry I'm rambling. I'm wearing the same shirt probably as the last video you're going to see, and I'm running to the laundromat soon. And man, I'm impatient. I'm a very impatient person. How many times can I say goodbye, right? That's probably what you're thinking. Yeah, I'm a very impatient person. I'm trying to let the process roll out, to where I can start to achieve more financial rewards in the future. It's going to take at least 2 weeks just to get started. Even the first increase is not going to be a ton, but I'm grateful because over time it could help. This vehicle could be paid for in September, October. I forget what, all depends how things play out. But yeah, if you have any ideas on homelessness or anything like that, Matter of fact, a really former good friend, I say good friend, someone I knew on Facebook, I'm trying to remember her name. Really nice lady. She was from the Miami area, but she used to do the blessed bags. So I probably could do that, and you can do it on the frugal, keeps them alive. But I almost would love to be able to feed people like a hot meal, even though it's a hot summer. Everybody likes chicken, they like hamburgers, they like hot dogs, those type of things, pork chops, whatever, country ribs, glazed or whatever. I don't know. I just feel that would be motivating, uplifting to do something a little bit above the normal. But blessed bags are not bad either. Perhaps, if I get lucky, I could do both. If let's say instead of 10 people, let's say there's 5 people, maybe that could be an option. I don't know. I just you can tell I don't want to stop talking about it because it's on my mind. It's in my heart. But man, we have a problem in today's society. It's really bad. If you go back a couple weeks and you watch that video I did of it was really, like, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. It was a half-ass short video I put out about today's reality, homelessness, or something like that. I think it got like 5,000 or 6,000 views, and it was a terrible video. Honestly, it was a terrible video, but it's a topic that people know about, some care about, some don't. But it got a lot of views. So I'm definitely going to say goodbye. I thank you. If you have any real good suggestions, ideas, man, I'm all open for it, because I'm not opposed to helping homeless. I'm not opposed to. I don't even want to say it like this, but I have no problem being in a potential dangerous situation, because I know I probably most of the time can probably do okay, support myself, unless there's a pew pew, and then all of a sudden we're changing the game. But yeah, so it's just I'm looking for magical words. I'm looking for magical solutions. There's a lot of problems in the world today that need to be solved. So I want to be, once again, I've said this in the past, I want to be part of the solution, not part of the problem. So let's talk about it. Let's get about it. If you please just tell me something. Just tell me something. Like, I appreciate it. Thank you. You guys have a blessed evening. It's a Monday. I don't have to go to work, obviously, because if I did, I'd be late. But I'm just chilling, and chilling like a villain. That's what they say, right? Take care, folks. Remember, always know your legal limits. Say hi to a stranger, even if you have to feed them.